can't believe I'm doing this right now. I am trash. I live off of self-deprecation. Like, that just refueled me. You know, like in Mario, they're like power-ups and stuff. Whenever I self-deprecate, I grow. Anyway, hello. It's gonna be like a cute little bonding moment for us. I love my people so much, and I wanted to do like a general Q&A. And then when I tweeted, I was like, so send me your questions. I got like lots of questions about your own situations with mental health, to like bands, to dyeing your hair, like lots of cool questions. But probably 90% of the questions were about my experience meeting the Riverdale cast, specifically lots of them about Sprouse. I love my people, and I decided I would be broke again and do another giveaway. So I gave away hair dye in my last video. You guys freaking loved it, and the hair dye gods have answered again. Yes, we're talking Josh Dunn and Haley Williams. I love my people. I support you guys using your appearance to express yourselves, so I'm gonna help my people out. My kids, my children, hello. And all you have to do is follow on Instagram at jessiepaege, and I'll be DMing a ton of you guys, asking for your address, not in a creepy way, though we have the same address, right? Because we're all a family here. Yeah, I'm just gonna be giving a ton of you guys hair dye. Woohoo! There you go, at jessiepaege, at jessietrash. Let's get this to 30,000 likes, just to show the power that my people have. And also, if suddenly, after watching Riverdale, suddenly you start wanting to go to diners more, or after watching Stranger Things, suddenly you have like this affinity for colored fairy lights. I'm just gonna stare at you until you like the video. My videos aren't normally like this. I like to do a lot of videos about serious topics. This month I did a film on social anxiety, and I wrote a children's book that introduces kids to serious topics. Part of mental health is just celebrating life, and that's definitely what I'm gonna do today. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I've had so many people critique me for being a fan of Riverdale. They're like, Jessie, that's trash. And I'm like, I have an Instagram called Jessie Trash. Yes, the lines aren't always realistic, and I guess some of them can be questionable. Do you think I care? I love it. It's entertaining. You want to watch it. I'm gonna talk about my whole backstory with Riverdale first, because this isn't the first time I've also ran into them. I want to get into that too. And also to make the video over 10 minutes so it's monetizable. Sorry, Dad's gotta pay for the giveaways. So my friend told me to watch Riverdale. I never read the Archie comics growing up, but my parents did, and I never had even seen ads for Riverdale or anything, because I don't really watch TV. I only watch YouTube and Netflix, and I always end up loving the CW shows. I was nervous to give the show a try because I hadn't watched like a live action show in forever. I forgot what real humans looked like. I was only living vicariously through these beautiful cartoons. And then I decided I would go for it. There had only been 3 episodes released, but finished them all in one night. God bless 4 a.m. It is quite an interesting time to be awake. I get so delirious at 4 a.m. After that, I started catering to my webkins again, and then I cried because I'd left them for so long. Don't remind me. What is my humor? So I started watching Riverdale, and I really enjoyed it. Suddenly, I'm feeling insecure because I never even had a kiss in high school, and there are these beautiful and attractive people that make making out in locker rooms look kind of fun. Suddenly, I want to wear a hat every day and narrate my friends' lives. I was very confused by it, and then I realized it was all from Riverdale. This is one thing that really separates a fan from a stan. It's one thing to follow the characters in their lives. It's another thing to fall in love with the actors and actresses, to watch all their interviews, to follow them all on Instagram. I'm a stan. I don't think I even need to tell you. I have a video where I recreated all their Instagram pictures for a week, and I just talked about how great they all are. So if they're watching this, which they are, watch that video to feel better about yourself. Literally, I'm going to go on my Instagram. 2 days before I met them, I posted a picture at that same diner wearing a Pops t-shirt, and I said, someone take me on a Riverdale date, which is still up there if anyone wants to, you know, wife me up. If you don't want for me to adopt you, the other route is to marry me. So if you want to do that as well, to join the family, I'm here. I never really talked about it in my videos that I love Riverdale, but on my live streams, I would always talk about it, and people would ask me about my ships, and it was just like something I talked about. After I stopped live streaming, I was like, why don't I do a video on it? And then I just started to post more about it because I am genuinely a fan. And even recently I did a Hot Topic brand deal. Guys, we made it, our family, we made it, and so grateful. I grew up still go to Hot Topic, so it was really cool. Anyways, the whole entire time I just kept talking about how I love Riverdale and how I love that they had Riverdale merch as well as a little like action figures and stuff. Super cool. So before I started posting about all that, I was at a place called the Melrose Trading Post, and it's a super sick flea market where tons of different vendors and independent artists come together and they just sell their art. And it's a really cool way to support, you know, your small local artists. I think that's something that's really important. There was this really cool artist that was drawing people's portraits, and my friend and I decided to get a picture of us drawn together, and we thought it would just be a fun moment. We got to talk to the artist and like probably learn a lot about just his life and his backstory and what it's like working there and being an artist in Los Angeles. I think it's a really interesting conversation. I was sitting down and I was kind of stuck there because he was drawing and I was so engaged in conversation, and I looked back and then suddenly all of the Riverdale cast, literally the whole entire cast almost, all walked through, and they were just this incredibly hot, intimidating group of people just walking past. I was like, who gave you the right to be that hot? I don't know. Can you give me some, please? I was too nervous to go up to them and say anything. That's me. That's my life. I struggled with social anxiety growing up. I've talked about it on my channel, and I made a little short film about it. I'm really proud of it. Anyways, I get relapses, and I also just get nervous. Their energy was so intimidating, and all of them together. Another thing is, I really wanted to give them their personal time. I assumed they would get stopped a lot. They clearly were there in their like leisurely time. I'd rather, you know, do it in a different way and ask for a ticket and so on and just be respectful. I remember I tweeted about it briefly and everyone flipped out. They're like, Jessie, why didn't you ask for a picture? You should have asked for a picture. So here comes when I actually meet them. Sometimes I get invited to these events. I typically don't go to these events. I'd rather sit at home and watch TV. That's just my personality. Or play electric guitar. I'm always surrounded by beautiful Instagram models, and then I'm like, hello, I wrote a children's book about mental health, but I had been hanging out with my friends Derek and Jerry 2 days before. Love them, stand them so hard if they're watching this. Love my fathers, hello. And I was like, oh, I was invited to this Instagram event. I don't have anyone to go with. Do you guys want to go? It's at Mel's Diner. We were kind of there and we just were admiring the general aesthetic and taking cool photos because we didn't know anyone there and we felt uncomfortable. More like we did know people there, but they were all traditional celebrities, and I feel this way. YouTubers still aren't treated the same. Honestly, there's still like this traditional, I'm an actress versus like, I'm a YouTuber thing. It's like, if you're a YouTuber, you're underneath, which I don't understand. Being a YouTuber means creative freedom, for me at least. I upload some weird ass crap. I'm really proud of my content, obviously. I feel like it's so insane when I like read messages about how my videos have helped other people, because they're so personal and it can be so hard to upload them the moment, but when I get comments like that, that is my motivation. That is why I do what I do. Views and so on really don't matter to me anymore. I'm gonna have fun and create content that will spread positivity. My goal is to just make serious topics and things that we should be bringing up today more entertaining. That's really like my biggest goal. But anyways, being a YouTuber means having creative freedom. There's a lot of power with that, and there's so many of us that use their voice for so many great reasons. My friend Steph provides tons of lesbian content out there for the internet. Tila, her confidence is just so incredibly attractive, and I feel like it kind of rubs off on you even after I hang out with her, just like watch a video. Point being, there are so many people that make me so many people that make me proud to be a YouTuber. Anyways, I'm at this party the whole entire time. Basically, we're like looking at the little milkshakes and taking pictures, doing that whole thing. We tried going on the dance floor and dancing. I told them I can't dance. I don't know how to dance. God bless. We decided to go inside the diner because the whole party was outside of it. It was a lot quieter. It was more of a place for people to just like quietly talk, and also they were like passing around chicken tenders like it was nobody's business. We had been sitting there for a while, and then Lauren, or Lord DIY, my queen, she was sitting in the booth behind me and I was talking to her for a while, and then she got up and left. We were just sitting there talking. I was hoarding fries. It was a good time, and then I wasn't really paying attention. Suddenly, Derek and Jerry, like, they know I'm obsessed with Riverdale. It's kind of been like an inside joke of ours. So anyways, Jerry was like, Jessie, Jessie, Jessie. I was like, what? And they were like very startled by some things. I saw like 2 figures walk past, and the whole entire night we were kind of like fangirling over different people. Like Duff Cameron was there and I was like, you are beautiful. Then I was like so confused, and I like turned around like that and probably looked like a deer in the headlights. I don't even know. Oof. Turned around and I actually like made very awkward eye contact with Camila, and I could not believe it. And for the longest time I thought it was just her, and I just started flipping out. I was like, no way, oh my gosh, there she is in the flesh. Veronica Lodge who? I only know Camila Mendes. And I just was freaking out, but not as noticeably to her. Like, it's not like I jumped up and was like, oh my gosh. I just kind of was like, okay. Wait, I actually have a video of when they're sitting down and me flipping out. You can kind of see, it's very subtle, kind of. Okay, it's not. Let's be real, I'm a fangirl. Saw them all together and I was like, oh my gosh, guys. Jared was like, I'm gonna go up to him. And I was like, oh, I don't know who the other guy is. And then he was like, that's Cole Sprouse. I was like, no way, that's not. And he was like, that's Cole Sprouse, 100%. And I turned around and all I could see was the dark hair, and I thought it was just another guy with dark hair. So then, as you can imagine, I was flipping out even more. But I saw them right away and I said, as much as I would love to go up for a picture, I'm not going to. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm not. I don't want to bother them. And Jerry was like, I'm gonna go up to them. They brought their business cards there. We love some hardworking kings. And I was like, really? And then he was like, yeah, I think I want to do it. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna talk about it. And they also had some mutual friends and going to work on the same project. There's this video series called 4 Photographers, 1 Model, and apparently he was contacted. So they had like conversation. And I was like, okay, if you're going up, I'm going up too. And I was like, can you guys ask for a picture too? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm still gonna ask for a picture. They were like 2 booths down, you can see in the video, and they were in very deep conversation. We didn't want to bother them, obviously. And I was like, do you think I'd have time to go to the bathroom really quick? And they were like, yeah, sure, it's fine. It'll be, you know, like they're clearly very deep in conversation. So I left to go to the bathroom, then I came back and they were already in conversation. Yep, Derek, Jerry, Cole, and Camila were all in this little circle standing up and talking, and I could see it through the glass doors, and the whole entire time I was walking back, I was like, okay, it's about to happen. And then I walked up and I listened to their conversation for a bit, as much as I could, because I'm definitely not a photographer, and I just talked about like how I liked his side Instagram, and then I think I said something along these lines, I don't know, kind of a mental blank, probably better that way so I don't cringe. And I was like, hey, I'm a huge fan, would it be okay if I got a picture? And they were like, of course. So then we took the picture. I don't know what else to say about that. Derek was taking the picture, and for some reason he referred to my friend Derek as Derry, and I was like, is he aware that that's not his name? Is this like some weird fan fiction? Is that their ship name? I don't really know. I didn't want to like say anything. And then I tend to do this when I'm in uncomfortable situations. I apologize for things I shouldn't be apologizing for, which was my resolution. I put it on Twitter. I wanted to do that less. Do you ever just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm being annoying, and like you'll literally just be like eating chips and like it's a little bit loud? That's me. So I apologized for being awkward like 40 times. I was like, sorry, I'm being so awkward, sorry. Yeah, definitely regret doing that and want to do that a little bit less. I've been so much more confident. Like, I'm so incredibly proud of myself, but there are little moments where I remember my origins, and that was definitely one of them. Took the photo, and then we all said goodbye, and then they left, and then after, we kind of just like sat at the booth and we're like, damn, I was just proud of us that we all got the courage to do that. I literally met Cole and Camila at a diner. What? The stars have aligned. And literally after that, we left the party. Like, we were done. Party successful. Who knew that being an introvert would help? We literally went to the area of the party where everyone was sitting and quietly talking, and there you go, kids. Don't be ashamed if you're super introverted like your father. And essentially, in the hallway of my apartment building, I started crying. There are pictures. I died. First, it went from me laughing and like being dead on the floor, and then it hit me, and then I started crying. Then I posted the picture to my Instagram, and most of the comments were like, I love my 3 daddies, or legends, or you guys were flipping out about Cole's arm. He put his arm around my waist. I mean, same. You guys are me. Thank you for appreciating the daddy in all of us. So that is the story. You guys wanted to know the experience, and there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love my people so much. I'm gonna feature your amazing posts on Twitter and Instagram and your pages. Yeah, I want to do more videos like this. Just like, it felt like a cool conversation, and I also feel like I threw in a lot of good messages. I tend to like to do that. I like to have every video to have meaning in some sort of way, so I hope you got something from this video, whether it's don't be scared to talk to your faves, don't apologize for things you shouldn't be apologizing for, or having freedom can be good and bad, whatever it is. I think we sparked some interesting conversation, and I'll see you guys in the future.